Good day, good day, good day, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and I am so happy to be with you all live today. And it's exciting because we are starting our 5th season of Morning Sip. It works. Yes, yes, yes. So, good day, everyone. It is thrilling to be with you all today. I am Rev Melissa, and my passion is to support people in transforming their lives. I am here to support you. My mission is to give inspiration through spiritual life coaching, preaching, and teaching that ignites the divine spark within you to live life in joy, connected to your yes. So if you need support, you can reach out to me. You can send me a direct message on my Facebook, Instagram accounts, and we can set up some time to talk. If you are looking for a spiritual life coach, here I am. You can reach out, same place, DM me at iamrevmelissa on Facebook and on Instagram. So good day, everybody. Good day. Good day, Linda from the mountains of Colorado and celebrating her birthday today. All right, Linda, I think that deserves some. Happy birthday, Linda. Happy birthday to you. I hope you have exactly the day that you want to have. Happy birthday. Good day, Shay. It's good to see you, Shay. Good day, Bonnie. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the happy anniversary. Thank you. Yes, 5th season. So we celebrated the 4th anniversary of Morning Sip with Rev Melissa on Saturday, April 6th. I'm looking for my little celebratory flyer. I don't think I put it in here. Anyway, April 6th was the 4th anniversary, 4th year of Morning Sip, which on April 6, 2020 wasn't called Morning Sip. It was just me coming on doing Facebook Lives, and my first one, which I'm going to share again sometime this month. I was crooked. I was like this because I had the phone turned the wrong way and I was nervous and all the things, but I did it with the support and little push from Sekou Wrights. I did the thing, and I've been doing it ever since, Miss Bliss. Good day, Pamela. Yeah, so we're in our 5th season. This is the first episode of the 5th season. I think we need a banner for season 5. Yes. There we go. Season 5. Here we go. So, everyone, part of our celebration for the month of April, which I have declared Joy and Yes Month, is Joy Month here at Morning Sip with Rev Melissa, and it is Yes at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, where I am the spiritual director, senior minister. Our theme for April is yes. And so those of you who know me by now know that 2 of my favorite words are joy and yes. So that's what we're doing all month long. And you all are helping me to do that because I've asked for recommendations for themes, series for April. And last week, we had a wonderful week sponsored by the birthday woman herself, Linda from the mountains of Colorado. She graced us with grace. And so we had a wonderful series last week. So how you're doing with grace? Are you cohabitating with grace now? Are you giving yourself some grace as you go through the 30-day time fast challenge? Anyone still doing that with me? We have our 30-day time fast challenge where we are not complaining about time. We are knowing that we have more than enough time to do all of the things that are a priority for us to do. And we are affirming, I am the source of time. I am the source of time. Time don't rule me. I rule time. That's my attitude with time now. So how are you doing with your 30-day time fast? If nothing else, you are becoming more and more aware of your relationship with time and your thoughts and beliefs about it. If nothing else, that is occurring. If you have set the intention to be more in relationship in a beneficial way with time. Yes? All right. So thank you, Linda, for grace. So I got a couple of suggestions for other themes for our April celebration month, and I decided to go with this one. And so this week, our Morning Sit with Rev Melissa is being sponsored by Imaja. So Imaja had a number of suggestions, and I decided to go with this one because it felt like it fit good with the themes that we just did. So we did time 2 weeks ago, and last week we did grace. And I just felt this one fit really well to round out time and grace. So our theme series for this week is boldness. Boldness. That is our theme for this week. And I'm going to share the definitions, and then we're going to get into my guests. Yeah, it shouldn't be a surprise by now, y'all. Like, y'all know Sekou gonna come on today, right? Yes. And I'm trying to make it so that you can see my t-shirt, because I got on one of Sekou's t-shirts that says essential workers, aka warriors. Yes, Sekou made this t-shirt for me during COVID, right? That, was all about the essential workers. And we were on doing our thing on social media, giving words of inspiration, me through Morning Sip and Sekou through the Hero Hoodie Show, which is what it was called at first. And that was essential. To give inspiration was essential. So I love this t-shirt, Sekou. So after I give the definitions, we're going to be joined by Sekou. So boldness, many definitions for boldness, but this is the one that I feel resonates with Morning Sip. Quality of going beyond the usual limits of conventional thought or action. Visionary or imaginative character. I'm going to read that again. Quality of going beyond the usual. Okay. My computer did a little something. Quality of going beyond the usual limits of conventional thought or action. Visionary or imaginative character. So the origins of the word boldness is unattested, proud, strong, defiant. So I got hooked into defiant. I was like, ooh, defiant, really? Because I like defiance. So I looked up the origins of the word defiance. And so defiance originates from the word to defy. And the origins of defy is, check this out, y'all, to trust and fidelity. What? Yes, to trust and fidelity. So then I got curious about fidelity because, I'm curious. So the origins of the word fidelity is faith. It is faith. So the vibration of, I got excited and ripped out the thing. The vibration of boldness is trust and faith. When you get down to the root of it, right? When you get to the root of it, it is trust and faith. So that is what we're going to vibe on this week. Boldness. Thank you so much, Imaja, for that recommendation. I so appreciate it. Oh, Fee got her essential workers too. Yes, it is a great fit. And thank you, Fee, for sharing with your circle. I appreciate you so much. And we are in boldness. So that's what we're going to be rocking. And right now we're going to rock with Mr. Sekou Wrights, who's going to join us on the show. Here we go. Here we go. So if you're with me on Instagram, you might want to shoot over to YouTube so that you can see the whole interview. And actually, I'm going to sign off for Instagram because it doesn't make sense. So bye, everybody.
Bye, Instagram. We love you. We love you. We love you.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Sekou Wrights.
Hey. So what struck me just now is you were talking about your T-shirt, and that reminded me of the T-shirt that I forgot about. And I started thinking about that shirt and wearing it, and I was doing DoorDash then. I was doing DoorDash. That was my essential worker, and I was out there every day. My version of that shirt said Warrior every day. And I remember I went to this coffee shop, and this guy, he was very dour, but he looked at my shirt and he's like, I need that shirt. I need that shirt. I need that shirt. And I was like, really? You need my shirt? And so I gave him the info. I don't know if he ever got it, but that empowerment for giving me that thing to empower me for my own shirt that I made. I was like, this isn't a shirt from Target or something. This is a shirt that I made, and this stranger in the donut shop was like, I need that. And I was like, I might be on something now. Yeah. And that's where that shirt came from.
Yes, I love this. I wish I could see it good. I'm gonna put it down just a little bit.
Yes. Essential worker, aka, and I said Warrior, and then Rev Mel was like, I need Warrior S. I need Warrior S. So I had to add S to it. Yeah. So that was really great.
That seemed like many, many moons ago.
It was many, many moons ago. So last night, first of all, I ran last night with the local runners of. I'm in Nashville, by the way, in case I didn't say that. I'm in Nashville. And so I was running with them, and I was talking to one of them about the pandemic, but I couldn't get it. My mind sometimes, my mind.
Aphasia,
Aphasia. I'm trying to get the right word. I can see it, but I can't say it.
Yeah.
So I was like, the sickness. She was like, I was like, the big sickness. She's like, I was like, the what's it called? The
COVID.
I thought of it, and she was like, "Oh, COVID." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Gone." It's like gone. It's gone forever. Like, okay, all right. She couldn't even think of it. I was like, "Wow, that's funny. That's funny."
So how is it out there in Nashville? I know you've been doing speaking engagements.
Yes, it's been busy. It's been busy, but in a weird way. Like, I feel like I need time to settle, and then I just kind of I crash out like on Monday. On Monday, my show was negative. Like my. Sure, not right through it.
Okay.
I slept right through it.
Yeah, you're there. Yeah.
So I slept right through my show on Monday, and I haven't done that in a long time. I haven't done that, I think, ever. I slept through the show, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!" And so I feel like I need to rest more, but I am doing the things. Like, I came in and I did the spoken word. Fit to Lead. Fit to Lead is the name of the thing that he was doing. But I spoke to them. I spoke to them about about being shaken, like having your life being shook, and how that must feel for you, how you're not expecting it, but something happens to you, you got to be ready. And so I talked about that to some kids, and I'm talking to today. I'm talking to the hospital that fed me, that got me up and right, and so I'm going to talk to them today. So I'm excited about that too. But yeah, that's a big deal. That's a big deal.
So is this going to be your first time seeing them since you were going for therapy and stuff?
Yeah, since I was doing my physical therapy and all that, and I was like, final day, like, all right, y'all, I'll see you later. And yeah, this is my first time since then.
You have if he's not with you, you got to get somebody to take some to capture this.
I know. Speed just sent a message to my contact that can you videotape and record? I was like, oh wow. So I was thinking, nah, whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get it on video, because it's a really big moment for them. For me.
Yeah.
And I don't know about for them, but for me, it's a really big moment to come back, having graduated thus far. I'm still graduating, but I've graduated thus far, to come back and see how I'm doing.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So Sekou, boldness, that's our theme this week. And the definition, quality of going beyond the usual limits of conventional thought or action. That makes me think about you also.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on with it.
Right? Because I was watching, I guess it was yesterday's show with Demetrius, and you were talking about how, I think you showed the clip from your speech with the college student.
I did show the clip, yeah.
Yeah. And it was like, the way that you were speaking, it was like almost haunting.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so like whatever I was doing, I had to stop and watch.
Woo! There's so much you said right there, because what happened was Lolita spoke first. Lolita started talking about having a heart attack while running. While running, she had a heart attack and recognized she was having a heart attack, and she went in. She told all the details. And so ultimately, she gave me permission to go in to tell my story. And I was like, all right, she went in with her story, I'm gonna go in with mine. And so that's what happened physically. And I just thought, all right, I'm gonna tell my story. I'm gonna let you guys know my story. And I told it. I told all the pieces of it. And so yeah, that was a really good moment. Mind you, that was my first time seeing it. That was my first time seeing that video, because I played it for Demetrius, but that was my first time seeing it, because B King had doctored it, and I was like, I don't know if I want to see it. I don't know how to say it. I don't want to see it. And then I pressed play while we did the show, and I was like, wow, that was really impactful. I talked about, for those of you who didn't see it, I talked about how I saw a wheelchair, and I still don't know if I visualized it or if it was there, but I saw a wheelchair, and I decided not to let that wheelchair be my story.
Yes. Yeah. He refused to get into that wheelchair, which is a bold stance to take.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Bold.
Quality of going beyond the usual limits of conventional thought or action. You had a stroke that, for the most part, kills people.
Yes.
You survived because you were healthy. You had been running.
I've been running, and I've been doing all these things that I thought were like, I'm doing something better, right? But what happened was, the stroke that I had was a fatal stroke. And they didn't tell me that in the beginning. They told me that much later. I was like, what? Fatal? And he was like, yeah, fatal. He was like, this one usually kills people. And he talked about, and I remember this thing. I think I referenced it in my book, but anyway, this guy said to me, what if you're going through all this to make yourself better? I was like, man, get out of here. Ain't nobody, man, whatever. I'm just making myself better. I'm just trying to be whatever. But that's what happened though. What happened is I became so healthy that when the stroke hit me, I was able to slide past it. I was able to survive it because I was so healthy. Like otherwise I would have passed away. And that is so invigorating for me to know that I am on the right path.
Yes. Because you've been making bold moves.
Bold moves, yes.
Right?
Yes,
to do a run streak at that time, 409 days, that is bold. That is not conventional.
Yes, it's not conventional.
Conventional.
Yeah. It was funny with the kids. They recognize that, and I had stopped recognizing it because it's become just a part of who I am. It's a part of who I am. But then I mentioned to them 409 days, and they were like, 409 days. and now I've passed that mark. I passed the mark. So today was 446 days. And I was like, whoa. And they clapped for that. They were like, oh man. Yeah.
And now you're where? 460?
Yeah, 466. 466 today.
Yeah. That is so amazing. And what struck me when I was watching the video of your speech was when you said at some point you were sharing with Demetrius that the doctor said this stroke usually kills people, like people die. Yeah. And I put up Mahogany's comment. She said, I love it. A healing perspective. Yes, life, if we could look at life through a lens of healing and spirituality and seeing how everything is for us, right? We can have a totally different relationship with our lives. And what struck me yesterday, Sekou, was you did die. You did die, right?
Yes, I did. I did because everything came out to zero for me. Like it wiped out my memory. I had amnesia. It wiped out everything. I couldn't communicate. Wiped out my ability to communicate with people. Like it brought me down to zero. And I was joking with the kids during my recent speaking engagement. I said, how old do you think I am? They had all these guesses. And I was like, no, I am 1 year and 8 months old. Because that's when everything got reset. Yeah. Everything got reset. And I'm trying to build myself up. I'm building myself up from there. Yes. And it's been an interesting path of rebuilding myself.
Yes. Thank you, Mahogany. Absolutely. We get to tell a different story. And I'm going to put up your fiance, Fee, says, as a stroke survivor, drinking gallons of water a day consistently is also a bold move.
All right. I'm gonna
so that sounds like some couples stuff going on right there. I don't want to get into the middle of that.
I'm gonna drink the water. All right. Taking up the time.
And Linda said, seeing life as limitless is a bold expression of life. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah. And so I love this. It's a reset. It's a renewal. It is a rebirth. It's so many things that you have made it be by making bold moves.
That's so funny. That's so funny to me because what I was doing. So let me remind everyone what we're talking about. So I had this stroke. I got reset to zero, right? But I got the sense that I had registered for the marathon already, and I ran the marathon anyway. 4 months after the stroke, and everyone was like, "What? You doing what? Nah, man, come on now." I got all these serious talks with people like, "All right, listen, man." I got all these serious talks. I had to bounce them off. And that's what we're talking about, that I made this bold move. But at the time, all I want to do is give people a better story to tell about me. Because people were telling bad stories. People tell, what happened to Sekou? What is it? He was so healthy. Like all that stuff, I needed it to go away. And the biggest way I figured it could go away is I could run a marathon. I could run a marathon. Right? I could shut it down. I could shut it down. And that's what made me be so bold, you know?
And so I just want to point out that one of the origins of the word boldness is defiant.
Defiant.
So this is the type of defiance that we're talking about, right? This type of defiance. And your bold moves started before the stroke, right? Your what did you call it? Your before person prepared you for your
Yes. My pre-person prepared me for my post-person.
Yes. And so the bold move that you made not to get into that wheelchair is a bold move.
Yes. That was
and then it just continued and continued and continued and still is continuing, folks.
Yeah, and you know what? You know what happened? I felt like I've been going like this, and then I've kind of plateaued. And now I'm here in Nashville, and people are talking about, oh yeah, aren't you that guy that did the thing? Aren't you that guy that did the thing? And I'm like, oh, I need to do something bold now, or something bold again to get to build on my story. I need to build on my story now. I'm like, oh wow, that wasn't enough. I got to do some more. Like, okay. Like, watch out now.
Oh, yes, he's coming with it, y'all. He got on his Guinness hoodie there.
Yeah. I'm trying to get my hoods back. Yeah.
I'm just gonna be popping off, y'all.
Yeah, for real. I'm gonna get it back. Because I also look at this. Guinness Book of World Records, official attempt. So I did this. I made the official attempt and I didn't quite get it. I tried twice now. But I might try a third time to get this world record. So watch out, folks. Watch out. I'm still coming.
Watch out. Mahogany is there for it, right? She said, I love this year. She is there for it. Thank you, Sekou. I love when we have these pop-ons. It's like old times again. I love it.
Old times. Oh, by the way, sorry to interrupt, but you put that poster of me the other day, this week, and I was like, I was sitting in the room downstairs watching it, and then I got up and I just carried myself across the room and was standing there in front of the TV, just staring at it, like inches away from the TV. Like my mom didn't say anything, but I know she was thinking, "What's wrong with this boy?" But I just felt like compelled. It drew me to the TV, and I was like looking at him, the pre-me versus the new me, and I was like, "Wow, there's so much differences and so many similarities." Yeah. And it's so interesting having these two versions of myself that I'm working with, and the 1 year old version is getting stronger, and so I think that's something to be said for that.
So let me just quickly explain what Sekou's talking about. On Mondays, I do a replay, and I call it the best of SIP, and so it's a replay from a previous SIP. And so Monday, I shared a SIP from 2021 before Sekou had the stroke. And at the end of my shows, he would come on like this, and we would just, have conversations, talk about what's going on. And it was a lot of conversation around the Hero Hoodies movement in 2021, because that was a big part of Sekou's service to the unhoused community. And so he seen himself before the stroke,
like it's so weird. So for those of you who don't have a show, you don't know what I'm talking about. But to watch yourself talk to you from a completely different mindset, a completely different place, it's so weird. I'm telling you, just pulled me up and pulled me right to the screen. I was like, right, I was drawn to it, and it's so interesting to see the differences between me and him, and it's
Third person, y'all.
Yeah, yeah. It's really interesting.
It's a
Really interesting.
different person. And I asked Sekou when I do the replays in the beginning if he wanted me to cut those out.
Yes, because let me tell you, I was freaking out. I was like, right? But ultimately I stepped into myself. I said, no, don't cut them out. Leave them so I can keep enjoying them. But it takes a lot out of me sometimes because I'm like, what am I doing? What am I telling myself? Where am I telling myself to put the money? Put the money where? I'm not doing that. But now now I am doing what I said to do, and I'm like winning. I'm like, oh, I knew what I was doing. Oh, I knew what I was doing. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. And our birthday woman said, Sekou, it is a delight to see your animation and enthusiastic energy today. Yes, it is. Yes.
Shout out.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you, Sekou. I will see you soon.
Yes.
Safe travels when you come back home.
Ashe.
And we see all those medals in the background there too.
Oh yeah. I just got a new one yesterday. The whole Demetrius Short gave me this as one to wear until I run the race. So he got me on this one. So
in advance, I love it.
So yeah. Shout out to him.
Right. Shout out to Demetrius too and all the work that he's doing in Nashville, his transformational life center. Shout out.
For sure.
All right, Sekou. We are over time, so let's get getting everybody. Thank you so much for being with us today. And I can't think of a better person when we're talking about boldness to have a conversation with Sekou, who goes beyond the usual limits of conventional thought or action. That's the bar, y'all. That's what we're talking about. All right, y'all. I'm just going to share one thing for today because it's happening today, and that is our community works at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, where I am the spiritual director, senior minister. Every Wednesday, we do something to give you a boost, to give you some support during the week. And today we are doing our prayer work. So if you have a prayer request, you're more than welcome to come and we will pray with you. You can go to rocklandcsl.org. Let me put that up for you. rocklandcsl.org. Click on Community Cafe, and the Zoom link is there. It's 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time today. Also today at 11:30, please check out my soul sister, Fee King, on the Fee King Show. She will get your body and your mind right Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. I am doing her, Lord have mercy, her challenge this week. The abs, the ass, and the back fat challenge. And it has been, it's been a lot, y'all. It's been a lot. I ain't gonna lie. It's been awesome. So Fee is doing these challenges, and we're right in the middle of the abs, ass, and back fat challenge, and it's been awesome. So thank you, Fee King. So go over 11:30, Facebook, Instagram, Fee King. Check out the show today, and Sekou writes Monday through Friday, 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time. Get Rich 101. Learn about investing, learn about prosperity, learn about making bold moves with your money. All right? That's what we're talking about. All right, everybody. Peace and blessings. I will see you tomorrow. We will continue with our boldness series. Thank you, Imaja, again for the recommendation. Peace and blessings, peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.